Good morning, ladies. This is Laura Gabriel coming to you live from the January 2021 Morning Miracles Challenge. And today I just want to briefly touch base with you and remind you to make provision. Make provision for yourself so that you can be accomplished at the end of these 10 days, so that you can feel truly like you got that restart and that renewal that we've been talking about. In starting anything new, there's always a temptation to lean on your own strength, your own willpower, your own sense of determination and wanting to prove yourself, especially when you're in a group surrounded by others who you may feel intimidated by at times, or like you need to show up just because people are watching. And this is an accountability group, and there is something to being in community. It does help us become more successful. But our heart about it matters a lot. Our heart behind it, because this is not a regular challenge. This is a devotion, a daily walk with the Lord. It's not a fitness challenge. It's not a business challenge. It is a challenge for you to overcome the things that are blocking you from the Lord. It's probably one of the greatest challenges you'll ever face in your life. And the reason for community is not competition, although sometimes competitiveness can help us. It's for support. And this is why I say, make provision. And I'll say it again, make provision. Make provision for yourself emotionally, that you are in fact not a perfect person, and that some days you're going to wake up and face new obstacles, and that some days you're just not going to feel right. You're not going to feel up to it. You're going to feel overwhelmed at times. In just 10 days, it's amazing how much can come at us. And they might be feelings that were always there that you were never really aware of because you never really tried to fight them. They could be a sense of heaviness that you didn't realize was there and stuff like that. Stuff that you're finally getting a chance to work through with Jesus at the helm. And that's what's exciting about the challenge, because even in your stumbling, even in your failing and discouragement, there is a peace and there is an encouragement and there is a rest available for you in Jesus. What does making provision look like for you? For me, it looks like saying, this isn't going to be perfect, and that's okay. What matters is that I'm trying and that the Lord is with me. For me, it looks like printing out the worksheet and being okay with filling in one of the circles halfway or even a quarter of the way instead of putting a check mark in it. I mean, like, if my exercise time was only halfway what I would have wanted it to be, I fill in the circle halfway, but I get at least some feeling of, yes, I'm making progress. It's not perfect progress. I'm not lying to myself and people around me, but I am aware. I am patient. I'm patient with myself. I'm patient with the work that God is doing in me. I understand it's not a straight line. Nothing in life has been. Why would this be? I'm making provision. I'm making provision for myself in grace. And I'm leaving no room. By proxy, I'm leaving no room for discouragement. And God specifically commands us not to be discouraged. He says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. I know that you've probably taken on so many challenges this month already. It's January 2021. We want a big comeback. We want to feel like we're making great progress, that we're just trampolining forward into life. And that's great. That's good. I want us to have zeal. I want us to be passionate. I want us to feel full of vigor and energy for this challenge. But the ugly side, the dark side of that is if we do it rooted in our own sense of willpower instead of God's power, instead of grace and faith and Jesus, we end up becoming discouraged when we fail, when we fall short. And a discouraged person stops checking in. A discouraged person falls off totally, never comes back. Don't hear a peep. That's not what I want for you, sister. Do it rooted in Jesus. Come back. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Live open-handed toward God. Live humbly before the Lord and your fellow sisters, and you'll see him do amazing things. Not because it's a new year, but because you're getting closer to God by allowing yourself to be more vulnerable with him. And it's a beautiful place to be. Thank you for being a part of the Morning Miracles Challenge. I'm so glad to have you. God bless you. And make provision. Make provision.